Shanti. Have you ever felt that your life was passing before you? Have you ever felt that you can't quite keep up with the events of your life and the way time is passing for you? Have you ever felt that even though you may be living and moving through the events of your life, you don't feel like you're in it? You don't feel like you're of it, that you're going through the motions and you can't quite keep up with what's happening. And this leads to a feeling of chaos and confusion. And so you may have found yourself asking the question, what's really going on here? How do I know what's true? I feel like I don't really know what's happening in this moment. There is a solution to these feelings of being out of step with your own life, being out of control and feeling chaotic and feeling a confusion of the moment. And that solution for me has been the practice of mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness is very simple, and yet it's not always easy. A good definition of mindfulness is the ability to be present for the moment-by-moment unfolding of life as it is unfolding with kindness and without judgment. So this is predicated on now, on understanding that this is a now that we're experiencing, and that a moment from now, it will be a different now, and then a different now, and then a different now. And so the question is, how do we harness ourselves to this moment in time? Many times I find myself perseverating over things that have happened before, or dreaming in my memories, or I find myself thinking about the future and creating fictional scenarios about the future. And anytime I am thinking about the past or imagining the future, I am not here and now. My body may be here and now, but I'm not paying attention to my body or the signals it's giving me about here and now. So I have created 4 mindfulness audio practices, mindfulness meditation audio practices for you. The first one is mindfulness of the body. The body is how we know now. The body and its 5 senses will tell us what is going on and allow us to understand at least the physical truth of what's going on. Mindfulness of the breath really helps us to yoke our energy. Prana, or the life force, is coming in with each breath. And we're told that we breathe about 21,000 times a day. How many of those breaths are we actually present to? Right? The life force is coming in and pumping itself through us. How many of those breaths do we see, do we experience? The third audio meditation is mindfulness of mental activities. And so we'll sit and watch what's going on in our mind. We'll watch all the fluctuations of the mind with kindness and without judgment. And then the last meditation is mindfulness of emotions, of feelings and sensations. What am I feeling right now? What's arising for me? And where is it arising inside this system of the human body, my human body? So these 4 audio meditations, if practiced regularly, and I recommend you practice them daily, as I do, and maybe even several times a day, you can just check in with yourself, will really help pin you to a moment in time and allow you to feel like you have experienced that moment. You can move on into the next moment because you were here for this one. Wouldn't it be nice at the end of our lives to be able to say, I was present for my own life. I was present for my loved ones, my beloveds. I was present for all of my manifestations. I was present more often than I wasn't. In my own experience, since I've been practicing meditation of all kinds, but particularly mindfulness, which is the root, I think, of living, for living a full and deep and rich life, is this ability to say that I was there, I mattered, I didn't shy away from what was true, and I wanted to know what was true. I was there for myself and my own being. So mindfulness meditation has given me like a global positioning system for myself for any given moment. I can locate myself at any given moment with these tools. I can lessen the chaos and confusion as it arises in my life, and it will, and it does. Mindfulness doesn't keep you from living, and it's not a prophylactic against chaos and confusion. It is a resource for resilience and building resilience to things like chaos and confusion and the messiness of life. I hope to be able to say at the end of my life that I met my life where I was, and I met life itself where it was, and that I was able to feel life itself moving through me. And this is my hope for you, that if you learn these practices and adjust them to suit yourself, you will have an idea of how to deal with these things that arise in your life that cause messiness, chaos, and confusion. And that you will understand after some practice that it's not about trying to protect ourselves from living life, but being open to the feeling of life itself moving through us. Thank you for joining me and giving me your time and attention today, with love in my heart for this journey that we are all on together. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.